Okay, this is going to be a very short video. This is just a quick rundown of the vocal mics that I have available in my system, both wired and wireless. We'll concentrate on the wired mics first, then we'll move on to the cordless mic, then we'll move on to the headset mic. The first of the mics is the Behringer XM1800S supercardioid general use vocal mic. It does have an on-off switch, very much like in style of the Shure SM58, which we all know is the industry standard. Standard XLR input, very robust, very useful. The other mics I have are a couple of PV mics. The first one, this is the very first mic I ever bought, and it's a PV1, looking a bit sorry for itself now, but still works and still produces an okay sound. Again, it's got an on-off switch and very much in the style of the SM57, sorry, the SM58, although we know the SM58 doesn't have an on-off switch. And this particular one also comes with its own dedicated mic clip, as you can see in the back there. And the other PV mic I have, if I can get it open, is again in the style of an SM58, and again got a switch, but this is the PVI100, again XLR input, very standard supercardioid vocal mic. So that's the corded mics that I have for vocals. Now we move on to the cordless vocal mic. This is a Citronic branded item. This uses UHF frequencies rather than VHF. The benefit of UHF over VHF is you don't suffer interference from local outside frequencies such as taxi firms, etc, etc. It's also much better at transmitting the frequencies across the stage, and this particular one is 16 selectable channels from the bass unit and the mic itself using these buttons just here. When you switch it on, you've got your channel selector number on the LCD display, it tells you what channel you're on, and then you select that channel on the bass. The bass itself, on-off switch, you have a volume button and you have your channel selector. On the back you have a balanced XLR output or an unbalanced jack output. I would always use the balanced XLR output to feed into your mixer, because you'll get better control over the signal. This receiver has two antenna, so it is what we these are the antenna, just screw onto here. These can just sit on top of your amp rack on the stage to receive the signal from the mic as the vocalist is running around the stage. Because it has two antenna, it's what they call a true diversity. The antenna or the receiver will pull in the signal from the strongest antenna point. So at some point, if it's central to where the receiver is, it may be picking up on both. As the artist moves from side to side of the stage, the unit will decide which antenna is pulling in the strongest signal, and it will pull in the signal from the microphone on that antenna. The mic itself is battery powered from a standard 9-volt battery, and we have a rubberized mic clip to go onto the mic stand should the vocalist require a mic stand. And that is the wireless mic. Okay, the last of the vocal mics is my wireless headset mic. You may see orators or speakers at conferences using such an item instead of a lavalier lapel mic. They may have a headset mic just coming around the face. This particular one is Gemini branded. Again, like the Citronic, the receiver is True Diversity, two antenna, and like the Citronic one, it is UHF. Again, it has a volume button or a volume dial. This one, rather than just a 16 channel selector, it has a group selector and a channel selector. So there are 8 groups to choose from, and within each group there are 8 channels to choose from. adjustable by these dials on the front here of the receiver, and also on the side dials on the belt pack, which the headset plugs into via a micro XLR. Okay, the belt pack uses AAA batteries. You can have rechargeable ones, and on the front of the receiver is a small jack power point. System comes with a little charging cable which you can plug into here, plug into the bottom of your receiver or your belt pack, and it will charge the batteries in the belt pack while you're not using it. Very useful, very good idea. I don't know why more manufacturers don't use the same idea. Again, on the back we have XLR and unbalanced jack outputs. We also have a squelch dial, so you can squelch out how far out the receiver will receive a signal from the belt pack from. If you're working in a very tight environment, you may want to squelch it right down to avoid picking up unwanted signals from elsewhere in the building. So that is my wireless headset mic, and that is the last of my vocal mics. In another video, the video following this, we will go into my instrument and drum mics and DI boxes.